001-255, thank you. I don't have it in front of me, it's behind my...
What is it?
So 0.0.1.255. Area 0 again. What's my next block going to be? Is it 60 ready?
Yeah.
And that should be what? What's the wild card match for that one?
31.
At the end, right?
Yeah, 0.0.0.
Dot 31. Okay. Thank you.
0 too many there.
What's the next one? 32?
32.
6.32, right?
Mm-hmm. And then a 7.
Yep, 7 at the end, that sounds right.
This one is
40 next?
Yeah, and also a 7 at the end.
Yeah.
155.
Is that it, right? Is that it?
That's all.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Oh my God.
2.
So you haven't taken your test yet?
No.
Man, you're so good at this crap too, and you're not taking your test. What's the problem? Dan!
I went on
Daniel!
I went on vacation for a week, and then I had a wedding, and then
All right,
and then I had a week.
You're starting to wear thin now on your excuses now.
I know. It's all right.
Because you're really good at this stuff.
Plus
Take the
other
damn exam.
Plus the other thing is Mike is pissing me off. So.
Well, that's not easy to hit. Yeah.
I sent him 3 emails for a response about something, and he never responded to me. And then I said, you know what? I said, Errol, thanks for the answer. Can you just give me my code for the Ccna so when I go to take it, I have it?
What do you do?
And he immediately responded back to me after 3 emails that he didn't respond to me for 2.5 weeks. He immediately responds back to me. I said, Errol, can you just give me my Ccna voucher so I have it ready for when I'm taking my Ccna? And I said, thanks for answering my previous questions. He responds back, what questions? And he goes, I can't give you the voucher until you pass your Ccna. And I'm like, you know what? And then he immediately called my phone, and I was like...
You said that to him?
No, I hung up the phone. I was like... I actually answered the phone and then hung it up.
He's complicated.
001.
He's a jerk. It's not complicated. It's
I
very easy
will
to figure
leave
out.
you to say that. It's difficult. He's difficult. Okay, OSPF is done. Does everybody understand this, right?
Don't go.
7 networks.
7 networks.
7.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my
How many
friend. 6
zeros in
networks.
there, man?
Yeah, 5 plus 1.
5
6.0, 6.32,
6
6.40,
that's why.
4.0. Oh, I did 6.0 twice.
That's why.
So it doesn't matter that I did it twice.
Didn't
It won't
go.
only show once. All right, gateway of last resort, everybody. Gateway of last resort. IP route. Okay. 0.0.0.0 space. 0.0.0.0 space. Serial. What? Oh, I gotta exit out. Yes. Exit out.
0.
Exit out. Well, you know that. Just do your thing.
I'm just trying to help you.
I don't-
You said you wanted help.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. And what serial facing outside to the cloud is all zeros, right?
Yep.
There it is. And of course it helps if you spell right. Serial instead of aerial. Sometimes I feel like I'm an aerial. Okay.
You got all kinds of spelling problems.
Who, me?
Shit. Yeah, instead of shot.
Yeah, man, you know, it's difficult times right now, difficult times. Mind is not working right. Okay, that's the router. Really the only thing you need to do right now is later on for your homework is to set up fast Ethernet 01. Any questions? So our security today was what? SSH on this part. Any questions?
31.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do an end command, and let's go ahead and do a copy running config startup config.
632. 649. Done.
Grab that console cable, bring it to DS1.
I know, that's what I mean.
Console to
Like-
DS1. Should be green now, right here, right? Okay, should be green here too. Okay, everybody on DS1? Let's go ahead and open up a terminal session for DS1. Enable. Configure terminal. Host name. DS1. Enable. Secret. Cisco.
Type.
Line. Console. 0. Password. Cisco. Login. All right. Exit out. Back in the global config mode. Let's do SSH.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm still moving my console cable to the switch DS1.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just did it myself because it was copying.
All right. I'll wait. I'm sorry. I really thought. I'm gonna start getting rotten tomatoes thrown at me next time. Eggs. I'm just trying to get you out of here at 7 o'clock, but
There you go.
I'm trying, but not that I don't need to. I'm here anyway.
Your girl down at the bar is probably calling for you though, right?
I don't have no girl.
Password Cisco.
She knows your room.
Oh, what's her name?
Yeah.
Kristen.
He's nice.
Kristen's a trip, man.
Cisco.
Probably killed me.
Cisco.
Go home with a
Right.
smile though, right?
Cisco.
On console Cisco.
Passwords.
You hanging in there, Rick?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Not like that. So cute.
Everybody feel this stuff? This stuff I don't really have to explain, do I?
No.
I hope not. I mean, if I do, let me know though. Okay. Like I must have done this
Not
like
even
billions
that
of
bad.
times. All right. So SSH now. That I'm going to slow down now for, because that's new. That's new. So the first thing is we need to set up what? We need to set up a domain name, right? It's got to be consistent throughout the network. So we used what last time? Cisco. So IP domain dash name space Cisco, all lowercase. It's case sensitive.
Mhm,
IP space
Cisco.
domain.
Then we do a username and password. So user name, again your first letter followed by your last name. So R more in my case, space, password, Cisco. For simplicity, of course, because in the real world you wouldn't want to do this. This is not good practice. It's just so we don't have to remember thousands of things. Hit enter.
Cisco. Password. Password Cisco.
That host name is DS1.
That's pretty funny.
What's that? This
Nope.
is DS1 right now. Oh,
I forgot to name it, so I just
Oh,
wanted to do
better.
it while I was there.
okay.
Password Cisco.
Okay, ready? Crypto space key space generate space RSA. So crypto space key space generate space RSA. Hit enter. It's going to prompt you then for the bits for the module. 2048, the highest of course. The best of the best. And boom. That has now set up SSH. Now we're going to attach it. Are there any questions though at this point? I'm doing it slow because this is new.
Now, in order for them to communicate with each other, do they have to have the same domain name? They have to have the same bits?
Only the same domain name
Okay,
and the same bits.
that's it.
But the password and username, no, they can be separate. Yeah. But they have to have the same username and the same bits if they belong to the same domain. Correct. Because that's SSH session, like a telnet session. You belong to that same little area. Yeah.
I like that shit.
Good question. Any other questions? But this right here is what enables SSH. This enabled it. Now we're going to attach it to what? To telnet. Remember, I said SSH is not a standalone technology. It always rides on some other technology. In this case, it's riding on what? On top of what? On top of Telnet. Does that make sense?
The interface
That
is
clear?
next. The interface next.
Okay. Line,
Oh,
VTY 0 through 15 is a little different here, right? Switch 0 through 15. Hit enter. There it goes. Hopefully it does. SSH5, does it do it? Then login local. Why do we do that, guys? Because we don't have a database server. We have a server, but not a database server. Hit enter. Then the password for our telnet session will be Cisco. Not the one for SSH though. It happens to be the same. Hit enter. And now we do transport. Now we're now with this line, we're now attaching SSH to it. Input SSH. Hit enter. All right. Everybody have it? Let's exit back out. Let's do a service password encryption. I think we're back to old stuff. Service password encryption. That is, though, security. Should always use service password encryption. And then a banner. It's always good too for security, believe it or not. OS hardening. Authorized access only.
Okay, what if I did, line VTY 015 and then log in and exit. Now, I did the SSH, I did that whole SSH after that. That just overrides it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Good to go?
Now, one more question.
Yep.
Can this router have more than one domain on it, or no?
No.
Okay.
No. Cannot. It has to be responsible for one domain only. Yeah. Any other questions? Good questions. Some really intense questions. Good questions. Any more questions? Good so far? All right, let's create those VLANs, right? And then name them and all that good stuff. So we're going to start with, so the first one is what? VLAN 30. Name. I'm going to call it, because it's thing, FWS, because it is workstations. So first you first create, you name, and then later we'll assign ports to it, right? Remember that one? Okay, hit enter. Then the next one's going to be, on this side, we only have VLAN 40. And that was DS for distribution switches. Hit enter. And we have one more VLAN, VLAN 50. Hit enter. And let's go ahead and name that one too. We're going to call that AS for access switches. That's all we have on this side.
Yes.
I think it is. Something on. Miss something.
VLANs?
Yeah.
No, oh, you have the space. Space, 30.
That's
The owner.
Big
Oh,
one.
yeah. Okay.
The guy's so simple, but he's got big
WS.
bucks.
DS.
He's filthy rich. Steve.
First one is WS.
That was really cool. First I didn't know he was the owner. I thought it was just a normal guy. That was the owner. Oh, really?
40.
Okay, everybody ready to go? No?
Almost. Oops. Second one is DS.
It's 50.
You got it.
AS. No. Yep. DS.
AS.
D.
Oh.
AS, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did something wrong. Wait. Okay,
Right.
just go. I'm good.
You good? Okay. Let's go ahead and exit back out into global config mode. Let's assign the IP addresses to the workstation. So interface, fast Ethernet.
Well, we're on the DS. We're assigning Ethernet ports,
Oh yes, we're on the DS one.
so it's just the
Just the VLANs. Yep. He's right. Thank you.
No problem.
See? Thank you. Look at that. He's right. There's no end stations on there, right? There's no end stations, correct?
Right.
So all we have here is just basically a connection. But what we do need to do, we need to set up our trunks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So interface, yeah, fast Ethernet.
Gigabit.
Well, you gotta do it fast Ethernet too. 0/1 goes to the router. You agree with that one?
Yeah.
So interface, fast Ethernet 0/1, everybody.
So we really didn't even have to do those VLANs.
We do.
Oh, you have to do them on both?
Yeah, I have to do them on
Okay.
both so they can come across. It can be tagged correctly.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't find it.
Okay.
So 0/1. So interface space fast Ethernet 0/1. Hit enter. You can put a description in. Might as well. It's always good practice to do that. This port. Now this is ports. They are no longer interfaces. We're on a switch, and on a switch they're called ports. This port connects DS1 to CR1. So DS1 to CR1, hit enter, and then basically we do a switch port mode. What would I do without you back there? Dan, I'll buy you a drink. Switch port mode trunk. Does everybody have that? Because it's trunk mode, right? And hit enter. Should go first down and back up again. And now we can do the gigabit one. Everybody have that one? And now we do interface, gigabit, Ethernet, one word, gigabit Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, 0/1. Again, a description. This port connects basically DS1 to AS1. And then switch port mode trunk. Down and up.
PS1 and PS1.
That's it. That's all we gotta do on this one. 2 ports, 2 modes. Got the VLANs, got the names.
Why do we have to,
I'll shut down.
switch port mode access, switch port access for each of the VLANs?
Because these are trunks. There's no end devices connected to this server. I mean, not the server, to this distribution switch. There's none. Look, access. What's the word imply? Access to
Yeah.
the network.
Okay.
There are no end devices that are going to access the network from this particular switch. This is just a
Oh, we had to
distribution
name the
switch.
VLANs in it.
Well, yeah, when they come in, they have to be tagged correctly.
Okay.
So you got to still name it and create it. Does that make sense? Okay.
So the AS, we have to do what we just did, plus we also have to.
Yes, there we have to do these two right here.